Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have got the EZA details for TEQ MERGED Zamasu. A very important EZA to come to Dokkan right now, because this is really the only merged Zamasu we have in Dokkan. There is a free-to-play version who's obviously just, like, he's nothing, right? We also have the transforming merged Zamasu, but, he's not a standalone start of battle merged Zamasu, so this is it. Now, obviously, merged Zamasu is going to get an LR at some point. He does so many freaking attacks in the anime that they can make a beautiful, gorgeous LR, one of the better units in the game. I think that will come eventually, maybe in 2020, we'll see. They have before released a really good EZA unit and then followed it up pretty quickly with an LR, so there is a potential for that. Now, I don't think we would get a merged Zamasu. Oh, could we get it during the 5-year anniversary? I feel like we could. Because merged Zamasu would sort of fit it. Right now, the theme of the 5-year anniversary, we don't really know, but we do know that LR Blue Gogeta is going to be a thing. So, I mean, if they're going to focus on maybe Realm of Gods, like an LR merged Zamasu, maybe from a top legendary summon banner in part 2 of the 5-year anniversary could be a thing, right? So that's interesting. But I don't know. If not part of the 5-year anniversary, it definitely wouldn't be until, like, probably the start of March or April or something like that. Okay, so merged Zamasu, right? I already am seeing people are kind of underwhelmed by him. I figured this would happen. Merged Zamasu, EZAs starting from now, their stats are just so high, right? If we go over to merged Zamasu, here's his stats. He has 15,000 attack. After his EZA, he's at 18,000 attack. Because of this, and the fact that these units now get to SA 15, it's just like, they don't really have to give them too much in the way of extra attacking power for these units to be jumping up to 3 million, 4 million, 5 million attack stats and shit like that. So, we're not going to be seeing, STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku jump up to, 180% attack or something like that. Okay, for example, with STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I imagine all they would really have to do with him, if they keep him at 150% attack, and what if they just gave him 100% defense or 150% defense? I don't think they'd go that high, but if they just did something like that, that's all they need. They literally don't need to do anything else. He already hits ridiculously hard. So, we'll kind of see how things go in the future. Really, we first saw this with the physical full power Frieza, where, his initial EZA was not that impressive, right? His attack buff didn't go up. The details, there wasn't really a lot of improvement there, but he actually did get massive improvements just by his stats and then his extra defensive versatility they gave him, right? Well, merged Zamasu is going to be very similar to that. He is going to be a dynamo, a very, very, very powerful unit. He's definitely not going to be good for the Legendary Goku event or the Infinite Dragon Ball history, but one thing I am liking is they are creating a bunch of units that are good for different different modes and stuff like that, right? LR God Goku's amazing for Battlefield and Super Battle Road. You got TEQ Trunks, who's amazing for the Legendary Goku event. Different units good in different places is very, very good, a very good idea. So let's go ahead and take a look at the translations, courtesy of the homie Gresh right here, for merged Zamasu. So, one thing I really like that they did here is his leader skill. They gave him Extreme Class Key 3 and 100% to HP attack and defense. That is very, very good. And that's going to be very good for Dokkan Battlefield. Now, I know the majority of the community only plays global, right? So, you guys have not yet moved on to the new set of opponents. I believe came out in July last year when LR Gohan and Goten came out. The new set of opponents in Battlefield ending with Jiren. Jiren is ridiculous. You will need as many teams as possible to be able to take Jiren down. So it is incredibly important for these EZAs and stuff, and getting as many good leader skills and as many good teams together as you can, because Jiren will, especially unless you're I don't know, unless you have TEQ Khalifa or LR Killing Khalifa who can kind of cheese him a little bit, you have to have a box of units ready to go to fight Jiren, because he's probably going to take out multiple of your teams depending upon your luck. But this extreme class leader skill is going to be good here. Now, we also now know what this Trunks' leader skill is going to be. He's going to be super class key 3 and 100% of stats, right? Because this guy is the counterpart to merged Zamasu, not physical Vegito Blue, unfortunately, but it's this Rage Trunks right here. Now, what's interesting is I would say Super Saiyan 3 Broly is the worst Dokkan Fest in the game by far. Like, I don't even really think there is no other answer. Like, if you go, who is the worst Dokkan Festival exclusive in Dokkan, you kind of have to say Super Saiyan 3 Broly. You don't really get, like, it's just how it is, right? I think this Trunks is probably number 2. Now that Blue Cow King Goku got his EZA and he, like, jumped way, way, way above, and he's one of the better Dokkan Fest exclusives in the game now, right? So this guy really badly needs it, because at this point, even if you get him a ton of int orbs, he doesn't even really hit that hard. You're much better off using the int orbs that he creates to give to, like, Goku, Trunks, and Pan, LR Gohan, you know, one of those units, LR God Goku, are going to get way better use of it. I am very excited for when this guy gets his EZA, though. Like, that's the thing. Rose and Vegito Blue, like, it's going to be awesome for them to, you know, basically get their rebirth EZA and be, like, insane again. But, like, you know, there is a better Vegito Blue in the game. And then, like, Rose, you know, like, I think STR Rose, he's not as good as he was when he first released, but he's still insane. Like, he's absolutely ridiculous, right? So it's not like those two badly need EZAs, whereas this Trunks and Zamasu, they do. And I think it's way more important for them. So that's good. Then his super attack, True Test of a God. So he does immense damage, greatly lowers defense, and raises extreme class allies' attack by 30% for one turn. The only issue here is I don't know how often you're going to be rocking this merged Zamasu in slot 1. Usually you want your best defensive unit in slot 1 depending upon where the enemy is attacking, right? So that is a little bit unfortunate right there, that we're not going to have this guy... well, because that attack buff, right, to maximize its effectiveness, you're going to want to be in slot 1. And, you know, again, we'll see. It is going to be really nice. Obviously, this Zamasu is built to work alongside other villain units, like all the other Goku Black units. Let's keep going, and we'll kind of see more. So his passive, Discord of Gods and Men. So he gets superclass enemies attack and defense minus 20%. So that's incredibly good. If we take a look at it, that makes him a very strong option for a lot of Super Battle Road stages, right? So let's take a look at this. So Time Travelers does not have a Super Battle Road stage right now. I imagine this probably will be a mix of hero and villains, so this Merged Zamasu could be good there. Future Saga Merged Zamasu, you're not going to want to use him there because the first fight is against the future androids, who are extreme class. Then you fight Cell, who is extreme class. And then you fight Goku Black and Zamasu, who are extreme class. So the future saga is not going to be a stage for this guy. But then we get to Potara. Yes, you're fighting fusions the whole time that are all super class. So this Zamasu will be amazing for the Potara stage. And then Realm of Gods as well. Think of the... Merged Zamasu is going to be really good in Realm of Gods because the ridiculous amount of enemies... Because there's so many enemies, they have less HP than usual. So the chance exists that Merged Zamasu could get a huge crit or a double super or something like that and like one-shot one of those Realm of Gods enemies. Plus, they're almost all super class allies in there. There's the Crane Hermit in the second fight, who's extreme. And then in the first fight, there's Devilman and King Chappu, who is extreme class as well, I believe. Those two, that's it. Outside of those two, or those three, like the other like 7 or 8 or 9, 10, however enemies it is in that Realm of God Super Battle Road are all super class. So Merged Zamasu will be really good for some of those Super Battle Road stages. Another place Merged Zamasu could low-key be kind of good would be something like, again, Jiren. The only thing is that in Battlefield, I mean, you're probably not going to be running a full Goku Black team. I mean, you could against Jiren, but, you know, Jiren... One of the secrets to beating him consistently is he can have his attack lowered. So a unit like this that will passively lower his attack will be really effective against Jiren. So that's good. Okay, here, let me get rid of this. We don't need this. We also don't need this. Okay. So then he lowers superclass allies' attack by 10%. I believe that has remained the same. That's not really too big of a deal. I mean, yeah, it's annoying. But Merged Zamasu himself is going to be doing so much damage that it's going to completely offset, I think, the minus 10% that he'll give to superclass allies. Again, it is an annoyance, but it's not that bad. It's like Angel Golden Frieza, like, you can still rock him on teams, even though he does that, you know, it's not the worst thing ever. Then he gets 140% to his own attack, so they actually did give him 20% extra attack, which is... That's a really big deal considering he's going to be SA 15 and he's also going to be above 18,000 attacks. So Merged Zamasu is going to be very impressive. I don't know what damage numbers he's going to be putting up, Without support, I would imagine he might be in the 3 million range, provided you maybe have like Nightmare active or Godly Power or something like that, Fierce Battle. With support, I imagine this guy's going to be well over 4 million. I mean, we'll see, but that's what I'm currently expecting. And then the final thing he does is he gives Extreme Class Realm of Gods category allies 50% defense. So that is going to be his defensive buff right there. His defense is 10,300. It could be a little bit better. It's solid, but it could be a little bit better. So he'll be able to defend okay against normal attacks, I think, at a lot of stages. But, he could still potentially be exposed. You are going to have to be careful here. Now, obviously, they're wanting you to build like a full Zamasu team here. So you want to go AGL Zamasu, LR Goku Black and Zamasu. You want to use one of the Rosés, this Goku Black and Zamasu, this guy, Physical Goku Black. These are the units that they want you to use with this TEQ merge Zamasu. It is fine. I'm okay with that because Realm of Gods, you could build a couple different ways. This category, after the anniversary, I think could potentially be the best team in the game. Again, with an LR, like there is no standalone blue Gogeta as of right now. If they're really going to introduce a standalone blue Gogeta as an LR, like is predicted because of the collab figure, then, I mean, Realm of Gods is going to start to get very, very interesting. So we'll see. And there's going to be a lot of different ways you can build it. So that's good. I do expect more LRs for Goku Black to come probably soon. Since Dragon Ball Super is no longer airing on TV, it has seemed like Dokkan has been a little bit hesitant to go to the well for Dragon Ball Super a lot, because Dragon Ball Super is where they easily earn all the big money because all those characters are new and fresh, right? So, they're going to give us an LR, Super Saiyan Rose standalone Goku Black, right? He's going to come. They're going to give us LR Merge Zamasu. He's going to come. So there's a lot of power still left for, Extreme Class Realm of Gods. Plus, I mean, Super Full Power Jiren, potentially they could make him Extreme Class, because, he did attack Goku's friends, after he was so salty that Goku was beating his ass that he did that, right? So, there's a potential for more Extreme Class allies. I feel like Moro could potentially end up on Realm of Gods. I'd have to imagine he's eventually going to come in here. And they could also do Super Saiyan Goku Black, not Rose, but just normal Super Saiyan from the manga. That also is something that they potentially could do. So, this Merge Zamasu is definitely going to be really, really good. It is unfortunate because we now see, I would say they're building him in the vein of this guy, though. I'm definitely going to like Merge Zamasu better than this Vegito, because the thing I found with this Vegito is even when this attack buff gets activated, I mean, if he doesn't crit counter in like difficult like parts, he's just not that impressive. Because it's like, oh, the counters, he outputs so much damage. Yeah, but when those counters are doing 100 damage, doesn't mean shit. And I have my Vegito with full crit. My Vegito has full crit. And then he does normal counter, 100 damage, normal counter, 100 damage, normal counter, 100 damage. Then he gets super attacked for 300k. It's like, oh, great. Thanks, Vegito. Thanks. So, the good news is TEQ Merge Zamasu will definitely be better than that. Unfortunately, though, I do want to prepare people. I imagine Physical Vegito Blue is going to resemble these EZAs. They're not going to make him the best unit in the game, unfortunately. I mean, they easily could. And his links are insane. So I would love to see them go all out with this guy, but I do want to temper expectations. The more I think about it, the more I think we're probably gonna get his info, and there's gonna be a lot of complaining. That's what I think is gonna happen. So let me know what you guys think of Merged Zamasu's EZA. I think he's very, very good. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.